Hey, it's Sebastian from SebastianMalinowski.com. And in this video, I'm going to teach you the 3 different content strategies you must be using if you want to attract buyers and sellers. So I'm going to share with you my screen over here. I'm just preparing to go on a speaking tour this fall. And I thought, well, I'd like to share some of these slides with you. I won't go through all 28 of them with you, but I will share with you the couple that are completely relevant to this video. And that has to do with creating 3 different types of content. Now, the big question is why? Why do I need to create content? Why can't I just pick up the phone and start cold calling? Well, you definitely can, but there is a reason why you must create content. The 2 biggest reasons is to grow your database and to grow your relationships, which in turn will grow natural referrals. I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritties and the details right now. I will in later videos, but that's the entire reason why you're creating content, is to become quote unquote digital mayor. And if you want to know what I mean by digital mayor, if you've never heard me say that before, go on my YouTube channel, watch some of my previous vlogs. I get into it in those videos. So this is pretty much the first slide that I'm going to be talking about. My topic is local marketing, and I'm going to be talking about how to build trust, authority, and celebrity without old school prospecting. And you guessed it, it has to do with 3 different types of content that you must be creating. So let me just find the other slide I wanted to share with you. So before we get into the 3 different strategies, I want to kind of give you some background so you know why this is happening or why you should be creating it. So the diagram on the left is something that my real estate coach told me to do. She says, what you need to do is get out there into the community, and this is you. I need to go join all the different programs you possibly can, whether it's Chamber of Commerce, you could be the soccer mom or hockey dad, and more. And by more, she meant, pick a street, start cold calling, start door knocking, call everybody you know and ask for referrals, go join Toastmasters, everything, like literally everything. And to me, it was just insanity, because I'm not the type of person who walks into the middle of the room and starts handing out my business card. I just feel that it's kind of icky. That's the only way I can explain it. So I didn't enjoy that at all. So I asked my coach, well, what if I just turn the whole thing upside down? What if I became the community and I was the mayor of my community, but I could be the digital mayor of my community, and that would force everybody to plug into me. I'm not out there dividing myself and my time amongst the community. I can really serve the community when they plug into me. And she says, that's nonsense. You can't do that. To make the long story short, I did fire my real estate coach, and off I went to become the digital mayor of the community and the platform that I was creating. But you can't just create it out of thin air. There are 3 different types of content you must produce in order to create this strategy. And as a result, this is an actual screenshot of my cell phone back when I created this community, and that's the result. And in 2012, my first lead generation funnel was born. It kind of came by accident. I had this image of what I wanted to do, and sure enough, it started working. I started looking at what other companies were doing outside of the real estate industry. I pulled it all together, created my community, and it started working. And I was generating leads at will, essentially. So yes, this stuff does work. Let me quickly go over this one slide here, and that is the buying cycle. And it's important to understand why you're creating the different types of content. And that is because the buying cycle, if we divide it up into 10, it starts from 0 to 10. And when a buyer, whether you're buying a home or whether you're buying a watch, whether you're buying any product or service, it goes from 0 to 10. 0 is, well, you're not really thinking about it. Let's say you're not thinking about buying a car, but you're on Facebook and all of a sudden you see Toyota bringing up a whole bunch of Facebook ads. You wouldn't even pay attention to it because it's not relevant to what's going on up here. Let's say you're at level 5 and all of a sudden Toyota ads started popping up. You're thinking, oh, that's interesting. I'm not really in the market yet, but I'm kind of researching it. So you click on that ad. When you get to the level 8 and above, you're essentially like, if you're buying a car and you see a car ad, it doesn't matter what it is on Facebook, you're clicking on it because you are desperately in need of a car at that moment. And so the reason why you create different types of content is because you want to catch everybody from beginning to the end, whether they're not even thinking about buying or selling a home to where they are a hot lead. You want to catch them in all phases. And that's so important because my real estate coach says if they are not an 8 and above, drop them, just focus on the hot leads. I thought it didn't sit well with me. I didn't like that, so I created a community. Finally, this is the moment you've been waiting for. So, local marketing roadmap. This is you. You are the digital mayor, and you're gonna be creating 3 different types of content. Over here is the Cornerstone content, and that a great example of Cornerstone content is to write a blog post or video, any type of content. Content isn't only a blog post. It could be Instagram picture, it could be YouTube, it could be a blog post, it could be a podcast. It's all content. But Cornerstone content is like evergreen content. You put it out once and you forget it because things don't change. So a neighborhood would be a great example of Cornerstone content because you can write a blog post about a local neighborhood and you don't have to go back to rewrite it. It doesn't really expire, but now you're generating traffic through your content, building your database and relationships. Does that make sense? Where you're passively bringing people into your funnel. Second type of content is connection content. Great example of that is you go and interview a local business, a local mom and pop shop, and you can write a blog post about them. You could do a podcast, you could do video, any type of content. You could take a picture of them, and that's content as well, and you put it on your platform. You can have many platforms. You can use YouTube as a platform. You can use Instagram, your website. So again, there is the platform that you need to do as well, and the type of content. So again, I'll explain all that in different videos, but connection content is exactly that. You're connecting with other human beings. You're putting out content about another human being, creating a bond, creating connection between you and them. When you put out content about a local business, they really appreciate that. They're now part of your database. They're part of your relationships. And do you think referrals will come as a result of you wanting to do something great for them? I think you know the answer to that one. Third type of content is the actual conversion content. This is what everybody focuses on because everybody's out there preaching, oh, you got to do a great Facebook ad or this amazing funnel. But let me ask you a question. Do you have trouble creating leads? Now, I can't hear your answer, but for the most part, when I ask agents that question, majority of them say, yeah, I know how to create a lead, but I just can't convert them. Online leads suck. Well, it's because they don't have the foundation. They don't have cornerstone content or connection content. Let me ask you a question. If you walk into a shoe store, for example, you know you're buying shoes. You get greeted by the salesperson and they say, can I help you? What's your natural response? I'm just looking. Well, of course. But why did you say that? You know you're buying shoes. Why are you saying, no, not yet? Well, you don't want to be sold, and perhaps you don't know what type of shoes you want to buy yet, and you don't want to be misled or misguided in the wrong direction. But now let's paint a different scenario for you. Let's say a really good friend of yours was working at the shoe store. You walk into that shoe store. Do you think you have to wait for your friend to say, can I help you? Heck no. You're going to strike up conversation and you're going to tell them, hey, I'm here to buy shoes. Can you guide me in the right direction? Well, that's the difference between a cold lead that you just generated online and a warm lead where it feels more of like a friend relationship, friend conversation. And so when you are generating leads online, if they don't know who you are, that's almost as good as cold calling because now you have a long uphill battle to try to get them to like you, know you, like you, and trust you. But if they have been exposed to all your content, they already know you, like you, and trust you. So when they sign up for conversion content, which, for example, could be a buyer's class or a seller's guide, that's all conversion content. When they sign up for something like that and you connect with them, whether it's on email or you call them or you text them, your conversation will be different because they already know you, like you, and trust you. That's the difference between telling a salesperson, no, thank you, I'm just looking, or, hey, I haven't seen you in a while, could you please help me? So you have to have those 3 different types of content strategies in order to attract leads as opposed to chasing leads. You want them chasing you. You don't want to chase them. Number 1, cornerstone content. Number 2, connection content. Number 3, conversion content. I will create later videos, and I'm going to dedicate each video for one of these strategies so you can see exactly how I've done it in the past and how I help other agents create that for themselves to attract leads, get leads chasing you as opposed to you chasing leads. And it's not only about conversion content, because you see a lot of these gurus out there saying, I'm going to build your squeeze page and you're going to get flooded with leads. And then you're picking up the phone and you're wondering why I can't convert them. Anyway, that's a topic for another video. Again, my name is Sebastian Malinowski. Have yourself an awesome day.